Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and I'm a third grade teacher in North Carolina, and I look so super pale. But hey, the kids are about to come in. It's the start of a new week and I did my makeup this morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. Life is great. I'm wearing this cute shirt from Kohl's. I don't know the exact brand right now, I'm sorry, but it's a little peplum at the bottom. And it's this nice, I don't even know what kind of material this is, silky, right? And then just black jeggings from Target. And then my shoes are my sandals that I always wear. Let me show you in the mirror and I'll touch base with y'all after school. These sandals are also from Kohl's, best purchase of my life. And yeah, that's the look. Glasses are Zimph. Necklace is Target. Good morning, y'all. I'm terrible at vlogging, but I want to. I love chilling mornings because I can wear this, but hi, I'm trying something new today in reading, teaching, and then doing a guided reading group and a center, and then teaching another lesson, and then doing 3 more. I think. We'll see how it goes, but I do need coffee and it's 6:51, so I'm gonna get my stuff together and fingers crossed I vlog after school today. No promises though. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's a work day and it's very quiet in the hallway right now. I'll probably close my door in a little bit just to be able to talk to y'all, but I'm here at work to get some things changed around my room, to get some things organized. I'm really excited for a new desk arrangement idea that I have that involves groups safely, and it's gonna be second quarter, so I'm excited to clean out. I have a ton of papers on the floor, just stuff everywhere, and it should be a good day. So I'm gonna try to get focused and started. It's already 8:30, slept in a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna go through the stuff that I've graded and file it and get that set up before I start rearranging the classroom. Ah. Hey y'all, I made a really weird intro before, so hi, my desks are moved. It is 11 o'clock and I've been busy organizing. I got some stuff done in my data notebook, just updated some data so I can keep track of it, obviously. Updated my intervention data, tier 2 stuff. Cleaned this floor that was filled with 2-step word problems. And I have moved my desk, which I will show you in a moment. Sorted a bunch of papers that need to be passed out into the kids' mailboxes. Those mailboxes have been one of my new favorite things that I've implemented this year. I used them 2 years ago, didn't use them last year, but it just makes life so easy. Like I can pass things out like boom, 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 because it's in a stack, you know? I just wiped down the desks. I sprayed them with our disinfectant, let that sit for a while, and then I use Lysol wipes as well. It is smelling good in here. It is looking good in here. Sorted and hole punched a bunch of graded work for first quarter that I went through yesterday, and that's ready to be filed, but filing that right now is not my priority because data binders don't go home for another 2 weeks now because I sent them home yesterday. I'm just trying to get organized again, you know, because at the beginning of the year you think you're organized, and then the first few weeks chaos happens and you get into a groove and it's just messy, and so we're getting back into that. Okay, second quarter, let's start fresh and clean. So let me show you what I did with my desks. They are in these little groups. Let me show you from the front because it looks much better. Their drawers are in the center, so it separates the 2 kids who are across from each other, so they are at least 3 feet apart, which is much better than just being face to face. So I have 4 groups because I have 16 students. I'm really, really excited. Also, if you see those black briefcases in the top of my kids' cubbies, it's their Chromebook case, and I'm going to start having them keep them in their bottom drawers. That's what I used to do a long time ago, like years ago. They were originally taking them home every day, but they don't take them home every day, so I'd rather have them at their desk, easily accessible, and then they'll just keep their bags in their cubbies. So that's what's going on here. I also wiped down that table. I need to redo my I can statements. These are the things that I'm in love with. I passed out Scholastic order forms, making progress, looking good. Hey y'all, it is the end of the day, and this is typically how these days go. I feel like I have so many things that I need to get accomplished, and the day goes by so fast. I mean, I did get a lot accomplished today, don't get me wrong, but you always wish you could do more, you know? Like, I have this pile of binders and folders. Actually, I could probably move all of those just over here, but this is basically a stack of extra supplies. I could probably find somewhere to put that in my cabinet, so maybe that will be a Monday morning thing. But I have, you can't even really see, all my plans for next week or all my copies in my bins. I have some stuff I'm taking home to look at, and I don't know, I have a free weekend, so I'm trying to stay on top of everything, especially since it's a new quarter. I've swept the floor and I vacuumed the carpets, and I set up our task cards, our grammar task cards around the room for next week. We are doing verbs. We've taught all nouns. We did a little bit different this year. I'm excited to see these kids sitting in groups again. I'm taking home these 2 buckets. This is the amazing fundraiser that I got a ton of stuff for my classroom last year from. So Caring for Classrooms, if your school does not do this fundraiser, it's so simple, and the kids get these little slap bracelet monkey huggers. I have one hanging on there. They're actually all different animals, but I got the orangutan. Anyway, they're slap bracelet stuffed animals, and they just get it for their parents sending an email. They don't even have to pay, but they send this email to their family members, their friends, whoever, and then those people support the school. However, sometimes they buy you a gift card for your classroom, and then you can shop on their website, and they have just a lot of different supplies and stuff. And I love that because I got donations last year from people who like you know how sometimes your kids would give you gifts for holidays? Well, I got gifts from, I mean, they were gift cards through the fundraiser, but I got gifts from aunts and grandmas and all this stuff that I wouldn't normally get because it was a fundraiser. And typically fundraisers, the money goes straight to the school. So this one does a little bit of both, which is super amazing and incredible. I am excited to get going. And the kids, I don't know how they earn points. Maybe if they get so many people to sign up, but I have a poster up there. If they get so many points, they can win a PS5. So you know that is exciting them. But I love, 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 love that my tables are in groups. Hopefully my admin doesn't tell me to change it. I mean, to me, they're safer in a little pod than in a line spread out around the room. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it makes a difference at this point. I cleaned up this area. So I stacked up my Fountas and Pinnell kits and my M class. I brought my drawers out here, so I'm going to make labels this weekend, stamps for my top one, and then I've just been putting all my extra copies of stuff I don't get to in here, and I might just label one like sub tub, even though it's not a tub. That way I could just throw stuff that I don't get to or that I'm not going to get to and have it there just in case. And then I just have like these little readers. I got these through the fundraiser actually. I have erasable highlighters. I'm glad I brought those drawers back out. And like I said, I'm going to make labels. On the top, I have random things still. I have my stamp letters, and I'm going to work on my word study choice board this weekend because I'm really doing centers. And so this won't stay behind my table, I don't think. I'll probably keep it in my colorful drawers, but I also have all the letter erasers from the Target dollar spot. I literally bought so many packs to make this possible. So I can also use these at my table I think I would rather have my kids use the stamps so that I can see them actually doing something, and then I'll use these as at my table to build words, because I do have a ton of these, which is awesome. Since we are doing the Jan Richardson book study, and ever since I moved to 3rd grade and started teaching reading, because originally when I taught 4th grade, I only taught math and science. This is my 4th year in 3rd grade. Now, 2 weird, wacky pandemic years, and then my 1st year in 3rd just trying to survive teaching all subjects for once in my life, not switching classes. It was like I was a new teacher all over again. My goal has always been guided reading, guided reading, guided reading. And I want to be so successful at that. My math centers, I feel like I'm a great math teacher. I feel like I have that down. And so I want to do the same for reading. So I really need to get these word study aspects into it. I need activities for my kids to do that are simple, but change up the day so it's not so much writing and reading and work, and it's more just different little activities that help them grow their fluency and their comprehension, because if you grow a child's fluency, it's easier for them to read, it's easier for them to understand what they're reading ultimately. So just hitting those smaller skills and trying different rotations, different stations. So let me show you my colorful drawers. Actually, I added them to my list to make new labels. At my kids' tables are their new morning works. So we made packets at the end of last year for the first 2 quarters. So they do one day, this is math for today. It's in my Amazon store, I'll link it down below. And then this is reading for today, or ELA, or language arts for today is what it's called. So it hits all these grammar things that we never really get to, which is awesome. But they do 1 section a day, and then on Friday they have their little assessment. So that's a new packet for the whole quarter, which is awesome, math and reading. So over here, it looks so much more cleaned up too. These labels have been on here from my Cricut. I'm glad I labeled them this way because this is really what I need. So I have their word work in here. I'll link this down below. This is from Teachers Pay Teachers, and all of my kids are doing the same word work right now. At least I'm doing something, you know, but they all tested pretty similar. So different activities to do on here, and then eventually I'm going to introduce the choice board, but I have that for now. And then in my writing drawer is going to be first their grammar task card recording sheet. And then in my math fact drawer, they're doing multiplication bump. This is a free activity. I will link this down below as well, but I've used this for years. It's a great partner memorizing your facts activity. I let them use it once and they've already lost a lid. Love them. But I have my foam dice in a container. However, they can roll them in here, but it's so much quieter if they roll them out of the container. So they always take them out of the container because that happens to be noisy. I like the clear counter, so that's usually what they use on this one, but I had a bunch of kids playing together, so I brought out my stars, just random. Those are little erasers from the Dollar Spot. And then these bins are from Dollar Tree, of course. So that is part of Math the Room, but I guess I'll have them continue studying their 2s. They do have to work on their 3 booklets next week. So I'm going to have to make their 3 booklets and reading homework. Oh my goodness, let me write that on my checklist before I forget. I totally meant 5s. We go 2, 5s, 10s, and then we go back to 3s. But cleared my desk, hallelujah. There was stuff from the first week of school on this table. How terrible. I have this random beanbag chair. It's for our calm down corner, which is not really over here, but the kids like to spread out around the room on this too, so I just leave this over here. I know this is just an awkward space, but I couldn't put the beanbag here because then the kids couldn't get to their drawer. So we just slide it under there, out of the way. It's fine. I have stuff. Our guidance counselors got us all this calm down corner stuff. And there's a 3-minute timer in here. I need to introduce this to my students. We also have a breathing ball, which my kids have brought over to me a million times when I'm stressed. So I've been a good example for how to use the breathing ball. But I have that stuff in here because I was thinking if they need to calm down, I mean, they could sit back here or they can go bring the bean bag over here. I can't leave the bean bag over here because these are the kids' cubbies. It would be cool though, because these are extras. I was thinking to move my 13 through 16 here and then store this stuff in here. That way, if they need to calm down, they can come take a break and they're kind of away from everyone. So I'm loving how clean this looks. I feel like I can put something on top there. You know what? I was thinking about, I originally had my 2 turn-in bins here, but I do really like having tissues right here. So I think I'll have my 1 turn-in bin here for like normal work. And then for centers work, like task cards and stuff, I'll put the other turn-in bin here. And that way it's with the center stuff so they know where to turn it in. And that kind of separates it a little bit for me. So I don't have to do so much separation in those 2 bins. But yes, I also have to make my multiplication and division symbols. So I'm gonna write that down and then I'm gonna head out. I know that I haven't been as consistent as I want to be, but I have been consistent for my students and that's what matters, right? I also have been consistent with my lives every Sunday night on Instagram. So if you guys do wanna keep up with me in more of my personal life, definitely follow me there because I do go live every Sunday. That's something that I enjoy. I love chatting with you guys and that's simple for me to do. That's something you can always catch me on. I will film videos when I can film videos. Thank y'all for joining me and make sure you subscribe. That way you are notified when I actually do post. And tell me something down below. Any idea that like stood out to you, or do you have any ideas for me or whatever? Y'all know I love talking to you. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.